Ethernet, Token Ring, and ArcNet. What is a protocol? A protocol is a set of rules to communicate, and the communication can be between two persons or between two computers connected through a network. When two persons communicate with each other, suppose person A wants to communicate to person B, then the person A, after sending his message hi to the person B, is in waiting position to get reply from person B. Person B has replied hello to person A. After getting the reply from person B, the person A will communicate further. Like person A is asking for what is time now. Here the person A is again waiting for the reply from person B. Person B sent the time to person A. Both persons are following certain rules. When one person speaks, the other has to wait. And when the second person speaks, first person has to wait. This protocol generally applies when we communicate to one another. In computer networks, when two computers want to communicate with one another, they have to follow certain rules and regulations. And those set of rules and regulations are called network protocols or information protocols. For example, computer A sends a file to computer B. Now A will wait for response from computer B. B given its response as file is received, and so on. So the set of rules between computers to communicate in a network are called network protocols or information protocols. Let's discuss types of LAN protocols. Ethernet. Ethernet is the most commonly used local area network protocol. It uses high-speed network cables and it works on bus topology. As we discussed in our previous lecture, in bus topology, different nodes are connected to a central wire which is called a bus. Ethernet is an inexpensive protocol and is very easy to install and to maintain. And the data transfer rate provided by Ethernet protocol is 10 megabits per second to 100 gigabits per second. Now let's see the set of rules which are followed in Ethernet protocol. I'll explain it with an example. Suppose computer A wants to communicate with computer C. Then according to the rules defined by Ethernet protocol, before sending its message to the central bus, the computer A will have to check whether the central bus is free or not. Free means there is no message present on the bus. So if the bus is free, the computer A will send its message to this central bus, and the message will travel on the bus until it reaches its destination computer, the computer C. Now if computer G wants to communicate with computer E, then computer G will check whether the central wire is free or not, and as it is not free because A has sent its message on the central wire to reach at computer C, so G has to wait until the bus is free. And when the communication between A and C finishes, only then G can use the central bus. So these set of rules are followed in the Ethernet protocol. This whole process is called CSMACD, and CSMACD stands for Carrier Sense Multiple Access with Collision Detection. Now let's see the other scenario. What happens if two computers try to communicate at the same time? Suppose computer A and computer C send their message at the same time to this central wire. Then there will be a collision of messages on the central wire. And in response to this collision, the network will generate a message, network jammed. Then after some interval, the bus will get free and other communication will be possible. Now let's discuss token ring. Token ring is also a LAN protocol that works on the concept of ring topology. Token is an electrical signal and it is like a ticket. And what is the concept of ticket? A person who has a ticket can enter in the communication, not otherwise. In one network, there is only one token. So a node having token can communicate in a network. In this diagram, suppose computer B is holding the token. According to the rules defined in token ring protocol, a node on the network that wants to communicate or wants to transmit its data on network, first it have to get token and then it can transmit data. Now as B is having token, so B can transmit its data onto the network. Now while B is communicating or B is transferring its data, computer E wants to transmit its data. It has to wait until B finishes its communication. And after transmitting its data, the computer B will release the token to the network and then network will assign this token to computer E so that computer E transfers its data to the network and so on. The process of releasing the token and sending it back to the network is called token passing. A drawback of this protocol is nodes have to wait for the token, so it slows down the data transfer rate. Now let's discuss the next protocol, ARCnet protocol. ARCnet stands for Attached Resources Computer Network and it is also a LAN protocol. ARCnet or ARCnet works on the star topology and it uses twisted pair cables or coaxial cables to connect nodes with one another. The ARCnet protocol provides speed up to 2.5 megabits per second. All these characteristics are related to the original ARCnet. But in these days, a fast ARCnet is available that uses fiber optic cables instead of twisted pair cables or coaxial cables, and it provides speed up to 100 megabits per second. And this version of ARCnet is called Fast ARCnet. These were the most commonly used LAN protocols. Thank you for watching. For more computer science lectures for ICS Part 1 and Part 2, subscribe to my channel.